Well, welcome back, guys. Welcome to my next video. So I thought I'd show off this cool little spot. I stole this idea from Hathen. His channel is Goat4, Goat4. You probably all know about him. He's a Ixar Necro, and this is one of his first videos. He was killing the rangers here. And I thought I'd come and give it a go because I've never actually leveled in Qeynos Hills apart from like level 1 to 12 or whatever, using the Null Fangs and the Disease Wolf Pelts and all that kind of stuff. So I thought I'd come check this out because I was stuck in Misty Thicket, getting really bored. I think I've just done that spot too many times. I did level 29 there and got a bunch of spears, made a little bit of money, but I've done that place on like 6 characters from 29 to 34, and I just can't do it again. And same with the trains in South Karana. I've done that on so many characters, I just can't do it again, and I'm not really in the mood to fight for a camp. And this seems like the kind of camp where no one... See, there's only one other guy in the zone. He's called Spaghetti. Yeah, it's cool. There's 4 spawns. I've got it pretty under control at the moment. There's the first. We've got 2 guards that spawn right... This is Shorefall Glade in the northern portion of Qeynos Hills. We have 2 guards that spawn here. First one being this guy, Philbin. And 2 rangers that spawn by that fireplace there. They're like brother and sister, so I feel a little guilty killing them, actually. I did just get some new spells. I just got Boil Blood and a new leech called Vampiric Curse. But I found these guys actually have very low HP, so I can actually kill them with my lower level dots. I should fear him. These guys have got a really short spawn time, I think like 4 minutes, and they all social aggro, so if you're fearing them, I would try and get them away from here. It's a beautiful morning here in Qeynos Hills. I love this zone. Good memories here. The other thing I've been told to do is keep an eye out for a necromancer called Fizbin or Pigeon. I don't know how to pronounce her name. It's spelled like this. Or something like that. Okay, I can get the pet on him. And he drops a pretty cool little necromancer offhand or main hand. But very rare. But I've heard if you're camping here, sometimes she or he walks past. So I've got keeping an eye out for that. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm having a really fun time. Level 30 has definitely slowed down. Level 29 went pretty quickly. Level 30 has been a little bit of a pain. Oh, he's about to run. There we go. Level 30 has been a little bit of a pain, but I'll get through it. You just got to kind of grind it out. I'm cooking a big chili at the moment. Cleaning up the apartment a little bit and kind of just coming here and forth. You can't really play aggressively in hell level, otherwise you're just going to burn out. These guys also drop fine steel every single time, so I got a whole bag full of that. Not really sure where I can sell it though. Well, what's that? Yeah, see, I'm really keeping an eye out for this. I think it's a gnome. Oh, so I'm glad that happened actually. She spawns at the fire next to her brother, Baybob or Baobob or something, and she pats over to that undead area. So if you're gonna AFK, I've been doing it just here, up on this wall here. It seems like a safe place to AFK. And I've also just been very mindful of my pet not stealing XP, because that's the last thing you want in a hell level. So basically, once the mob gets to like 60%-ish, I send the pet in. This should be fine. I'm really looking forward to Invoke Fear. I get that at level 34. I also get Call of Bones at level 34, which is the Lich that turns into a skeleton. And the new Dread Corpse. I think that might be a placeholder for the guy I'm after. What was I saying? I can't remember. But yeah, Baobab should spawn pretty soon there. Okay, she's nearly dead. They drop bronze. The two rangers drop bronze. I do realize this is going to tank my Qeynos reputation, but that's fine. I don't really come here. I was going to do Highhold Keep. I was going to do the guards in Highhold Keep and join someone with that, but I checked on the wiki and it said that it ruins your Freeport faction. I don't want to do that because I'm actually banking and selling and everything in Freeport at the moment, and I don't really want to ruin that. I'll ruin my faction with literally every other race and every other faction, but I don't really want to mess with Freeport. Because if I lose Freeport, I can't bank in Neriac either because I'm an erudite. Can't bank in Grob or Ogok. Can't bank in Rivervale anymore. If I could in the first place, I don't think I could. And like, I'm not running back to Payneal every time I want to bank. Although that is, just for the record, that is my favorite city in the whole game. Rivervale and Ogok are two big favorites of mine. But Payneal is definitely the coolest city. Like, the Shadow Knight Necromancer Guild in Payneal is so cool. If you haven't seen it, just make a level 1 erudite Necromancer and just run around the guild. It's so fucking cool. They did a really great job on that. Really cool self-contained city. A lot of people hunt in there, the guards there. I think from like level 16 onwards. There's like a skeleton guard, so if you're like a pally or a cleric or a necromancer, apparently that's really good plat per hour. Because you kill them, there's no faction hits. I've never done it personally. Because I've heard it's highly contested, and I don't really get down with that. Alright, I'm just going to run over here and have a look. Let's see if we can find this mob. Apparently she's... On the wiki, it says the Great Elusive, so I'm not holding my breath. You never know. But it's worth checking. I'm probably going to be here for the whole level. I'm enjoying this spot. A Dread Corpse. I think that's a placeholder. I think. Maybe I should kill it. Where's my pet? Oh, I didn't bring my pet with me. Yeah, because I imagine if she's not spawned right now and no one's killing anything, which I think Spaghetti, the human druid, I think if he's not killing the placeholders, then I guess she just won't spawn. I did just see that Vasoon guy yelling something out. I think he's also a placeholder. I don't know. Not holding my breath. Oh, there's Barbob. Baobob. Sorry, mate. It's time to go. Yeah, and I've been using my J-boots to stop the global cooldown. I didn't actually know you could do that. So you'll see I'm casting Fear here. Look how quickly I can get a heat blood going. It resisted. But you get the idea. You're going to pay with my pet. And yeah, I've got my... I'm not sure if I mentioned this in the last video, but I got my level 29 pet, and he is just dominating. I also got... Where is it? This is my little RP box. I've got my skeleton stuff in here. Like the nerd I am. I want to keep this box just full of bones. I've got my level 34 spells, which I know a lot of necromancers have a bit of trouble finding. This is my pet spell, and this is my lich spell I was speaking about earlier. They're both annoying to get because they're both research only. You can't buy these off vendors. So you've either got to find the words and create them, or you've got to buy them in EC, and sometimes they're hard to find. But I bought Call of Bones for 100 plat in EC. I just thought, screw it, I'll just pay for it, I don't care. I was on a run back with halfling spears anyway, so it didn't really matter. Yeah, I'm not killing this guy. I do apologize about how inefficient I'm being. And then Invoke Shadow. I actually picked up the words when I was in the Giant Fort in Warslick's Woods. I was just checking the research page and I had them all in my bag, so I asked a guy in EC to make it for me, and he happily obliged. So that's cool. They're the two kind of annoying spells for level 34 that you need to get researched. So I'm glad that I don't really need to worry about that. See, they sometimes drop a platinum piece each. But yeah, that's where I'm at, guys. I'm probably going to sit here for the next freaking 3 days. I don't have a hell of a lot of time to play this weekend. So I'm probably just going to sit here until I get level 31. And then maybe level 31 or 32, I might head over to Field of Bone and try that Synthrax thing I was talking about, the Synthrax Servants. Try some charming there. Because I did actually go to Lakeville Omen and I tried to do there's like a haunted tower. I think it's number 12 on the map of Lakeville Omen. I tried to do the charming those guys, but they were just too high level. They just kept resisting and it became more annoying than what it was worth. But I have been traveling a lot on this character. I haven't really sat in one place for more than 1 or 2 levels, which has been fun. I've seen some cool stuff on this guy. I wanted to try a few different things, and that's the great thing about the Necromancer. You've got so many different ways of killing something that you can really try anything. But yeah, alright guys, thanks again for watching, and a lot of people have been hitting me up in game saying welcome back and like your Necro videos and stuff, so thanks so much for that. I plan on chronicling this guy as far up as I go. I'm not sure what my plan is. I'm not sure what actual level I'm going to get this guy, but I'm having a great time at the moment, so I'm just going to keep chugging along, I think. So yeah, thanks guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Alright, so back in Misty Thicket for a level. Only 1 level is what I've told myself. I'm going to get level 32 in here. Now that I'm level 31, I can split the gate, and I just wanted to make a really quick video on how to do that. Because I've had a lot of people ask me, and even like people in zone, just throughout the years I've spent fucking killing these halflings, I've had so many people asking me how to do it, so I'm just going to show you right now how to split the gate. You've obviously got the 2 spawns on the one guy here, Felp. Lou spawns on the other side. I think this is the north part of the zone. This guy's the easiest, so if you're like level 28, 29, you can just solo Felp by yourself. I have covered this in earlier videos, but I just thought I would show the gate really quick. So they spawn when you've killed one. I just keep considering the corpse, and it's giving me 1 minute 30. He's going to spawn right now. He just spawned at 1 minute 30. There he is. So when you pull this guy, Deputy Asla, which is actually the nastiest of the bunch, he will come through this wall. And keep an eye out. Ella Food Crafter is like a level 50 druid that will kill you in 1 second. So you throw a snare on Keld. Look, there's Asla coming through. Just note, is that? No. I sometimes get newbie halflings confused with Everquest Food Crafter. So I usually run to about here. Deputy Asla always seems to run faster than the other ones. Feign Death. Yeah, just note this is pretty much only possible with a Necromancer or a Shadow Knight. I guess you could do it on a monk. But the beauty of the snare is, you see Deputy Asla. I'm Feign Death right now. Deputy Asla, he runs back to the gate, and Deputy Keld, he stays put. So right about now, you can stand up, and look, 1 tick of Dooming Darkness, and he's aggroing me. Also worth noting, which I really like, it's cool having like bats and stuff running around here, just in case I need to life tap them or throw a leech on them. So right now, I usually reapply Darkness, throw on a Fear, and then I load him up with dots. I have both my leeches, my level 12 and my level 28 leeches. I'm kind of low. I don't have enough mana. How much mana does that thing cost? Jeez. 144. Okay, so I can cast it now. A bit risky because then I don't think I can reapply Fear. Oh no, I can. Fear costs 40, I think. And I've summoned a pet, Kibben here. He's kind of a crappy pet, which actually is good in this situation because he's not going to steal XP. And I've given him a shield, I'm not making him dual wield. And that kind of lowers his DPS, which is great. That means I can like kind of throw him on the mob a little bit earlier and not have to worry about that. I probably don't need this Fear. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm killing Felp and Keld with that split trick I just did. And every now and then when I'm like full mana, which is every maybe 3 or 4 rounds of this, I will kill Deputy Asla. And I do apologize about my voice. I was drinking rather heavily last night. Sound a little rough. And then, so yeah, he's got 7 minutes left. So at 1 minute 30, he will respawn. I can go and kill him again. And then you got Felp over here. He is 2 minutes 20. So he's going to spawn in 50 seconds. And I need to reapply my Lich. He spawns at the same time, 1 minute 30. So it's the standard outdoor 6 minute respawn, or 6.5. Is it 6.5 minute? Either way, 6 or 6.5 minutes, and then they respawn. So I should have enough mana to kill him when he comes back. But this is a great camp, because if you need to AFK or you need to like go and do something for a bit, it doesn't really matter. Like, you don't need to keep on top of the spawns. If you're going for maximum efficiency, you can do what I'm doing here and wait for them to spawn. You can time it perfectly. I'm going to go for it. Why the fuck not? 16% mana. I should be able to kill him. He's going to spawn right now. There he is. Let's see. It would be funny if he resisted. It's such a classic EQ thing where you're like low on mana and you really need a snare to stick, and it doesn't, because I feel like it sticks less because when you're on low mana. Ooh, 150 mana. I don't know about that. Yeah, this is... Probably should have waited for a little bit more mana. But this might make interesting recording. I might just throw Kibben on him. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to level 34. See what I mean? I don't think Phelps ever resisted a fear before, and of course he resists when I don't have enough mana to cast another one. 38 mana, come on! What are we on? Okay, 43 mana. There we go. Pet's probably going to pinch XP for me on this one, but it doesn't really matter. It's a relaxing Saturday morning, no big deal. XP is really solid, actually. I've been here for... Let's have a look. I've been here for probably, about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, and I've gotten 1 full yellow. And worth noting as well, they do drop, in case you're not aware of this, and this is your first time seeing this camp, they do drop a spear every single time, and this spear sells for 10 plat. So there's 2 ways of selling them, because obviously the halflings aren't too happy. Yeah, this is a terrible kill. This is not usually how I conduct business. There's 2 ways of selling him. Yeah, I don't really know what to do here. Might just leech tank him. 20% he'll run anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I always save my worst gameplay for when I record. So yeah, I usually fill up 2 or 3 bags full of these spears. They sell for 10 plat to a merchant. So yeah, 2 ways of selling them. You can either ask a newbie, like for instance, I could ask this guy to sell them for me. Usually people do it, and you just tip them like 30 plat or 40 plat or something if you're feeling generous. Or you can do... I'm bound in West Cumberlands. I'm bound like right next to that druid merchant. She sells to anyone and everyone. So you can just reclaim your pet gate, sell all your spears, and then run back. That way takes a little longer, but yeah, either way it works. But yeah, this is the camp, guys. Any class can do this. If you're willing to kill halflings, this is a great cash spot. To be honest, I don't really need the cash as much as I have it on previous characters, because this guy's pretty much decked out. The only thing I need is a new Circlet of Shadows. The actual good one, because yeah, this is the nerfed one. This is the Circle of Shadows. Circle of Shadow without an S is the good one, but they sell for like, man, they're like 12k. I really don't want to buy one, because I could have bought one like 2 years ago for like 2k. So it seems like a waste of money, but I have heard it's needed, and every Necro I talk to says that it's a game-changing item. So yeah, I will eventually buy one. But no rush. I'm having a great time just leveling and not thinking about my equipment, which is another plus of a necromancer or an enchanter or a mage or a wizard or druid as well, I guess. You don't really, as long as you got a little bit of int and HP gear, like as long as you've got like a decent robe, and to be honest, this is probably the most important item, just having like good HP rings. You could play the whole game naked, man. It wouldn't even matter. In fact, I reckon, yeah, you could get a Necro from 1 to 60 without any equipment, I reckon. Wouldn't be a problem, which is kind of a nice thing about the class. You don't really have to think about this stuff. Like this whole, this is probably 2k worth of gear. Whereas like a shaman, you need to spend 2k on more. You need to spend 3k on a weapon. You need to spend all sorts of cash on a JBB. And then you want your fungi or your Ixar ceremonial breastplate or blah blah blah. There's so much little things you need. So yeah, I have really been enjoying that aspect. But yeah, guys, I just thought I'd show off this cool little spot. I'll tack on. I'm actually going to Field of Bone. I'm going to Field of Bone after this once I get to level 32. And that's going to be some interesting footage because I'm going to start charming those servants of Synthrax or Scythrax or whatever they're called. So you'll definitely witness me die. Guarantee I'm going to die. So I'll try and get a death on footage because everyone loves that, don't they? Alright guys, cheers and thanks again for watching as always. Alrighty, so I am in Field of Bone. I am in the Scythrax. I thought they were Synthrax, but apparently they're Scythrax. And I'm doing some charming. I'm having a great time. Whoops. So this is B on the map. If you're looking at a map of Field of Bone, like right at the top right of the map. And as far as I can tell, there's like no information on the internet about this camp. I got recommended it on the forums as a great charming spot for like level 30 plus. I feel a little safer being level 32. I just dinged just then. So you swim down. I actually couldn't make the swim without enduring breath. There's like a tunnel that you'll see. There's a little pillar in the ocean, and you swim to the pillar, swim underneath, and then you'll come up to here, and you've got a whole range of Scythrax, I guess is how you pronounce it, in here. So this might be the first footage anyone has of this place. There's like 4 rooms, maybe 3 rooms, 1, 2, and 3 rooms. They do con dubious as well, and they are no faction, so it's great. You can just AFK and not worry about it. There's a troll there. He cons indifferent, and so does his pet. I don't know what he's for, probably a quest or something. I actually didn't realize they con dubious, so I was like IVUing when I was going AFK, but it actually seems like, yeah, you can just sit here, no worries. I've been pulling them into this little tunnel. 1 pat's down through here, and they're, as far as I can see, they're on a 6-minute respawn time. Let me just get my Allure of Death going. It's so fun. This is a really cool spot. I'm going to stay here probably till level 34 at least, maybe even further. There's 2 pats. I've killed the 2 pats. And let's get some charming going, guys. Kind of wish I had my my instant Circle of Shadows, but I have the crappy 5-second one. Still does the trick. So dominate 1. Let's pray it doesn't resist. It didn't. And then I'm gonna pull this guy with a leech, and then throw my pet on him. Good thing about that leech is it doesn't actually create much aggro. They're also more efficient. I read on Cicidrix, is that how you pronounce his name? I read on his guide they're actually more, much more mana efficient than using a life tap. I do have a, oh no, I thought that guy was going to pat into here. So the idea with charming, if you haven't charmed before, is you just want to get your pet and your mob to about the same level. Seems like my pet is doing a little bit too much damage. Not a big deal. So the trick is, if your pet's winning the fight, you just keep getting him to sit. And so yeah, keep this guy. I hope that doesn't kill him. It does. So that wasn't ideal. Doesn't really matter. As long as your pet doesn't die first, it's fine. Okay, let's get him on this guy. They do social aggro, so you got to be mindful of that. And you want to keep the thing you're killing rooted, because if he breaks, I'm going to have 2 skeletons coming at me. Hungry Earth. I need to get another Hungry Earth on him. There we go. Charm just broke. Not a big deal. Maybe it would have been better to charm the other one. Not a big deal. I'll throw a leech on him. Yeah, they do these little DDs. I think they're monks, is what I've read. They do little DDs. I'm going to throw a Dooming Darkness on him. I'm not doing this super efficiently, so forgive me. Oh, fucking hell. And so you just don't want your pet to die. So I'm going to see if I can get... If he gets one more hit. Okay, that should do it. Guard him there. Oop, come back here. Come back here. Guard him there. And then... See, this is when a instant invis would be much better. And then you just dismiss undead. Boom, he's gone. And then, if you're a professional charmer, which I'm not going to call myself a professional charmer, I reckon I'm pretty good, but I'm not a professional. Whoa, yeah, shit, they do a lot of damage. If you're a professional charmer, you'd probably go and grab another one. But since I'm noob, oh goddamn, I'm just going to DD this guy down. They seem to have pretty high resist. My Dismiss Undead is resisting quite a lot. That should kill him. Yeah, so that definitely wasn't the most efficient charm I've done here, but it was alright. You can kind of keep going. I get a little overwhelmed and worried that I'm going to die, so I usually do 2 or 3 at a time. But you can kind of just keep charming and recharming, and there's many charming techniques that people have. Like if you look at Tecmos's videos, he really knows what he's doing. I don't have as many tools as an enchanter, but it still seems to be working pretty well. So that costs me about, what, I think maybe 50 or 60% of my mana, which is definitely more efficient than Fear Kiting. I'm going to have another go. I'm just going to get all my mana and HP back. Maybe I should I'll keep that. I'll take it off, actually. And then I'll hit record and I'll show another charm. Hopefully it goes a little better than that one. Okay, cheers, guys. What's up, guys? Bit of a change of scenery for you. I'm in Frontier Mountains for a change. I decided that Field of Bone area I was in earlier, I'm going to go back there at like level 34, I think. I was getting some pretty bad critical resists, and although I had a great time, it was really dicey, and then I died. It's a shame I didn't get it on footage. I died, and then I tried to swim back through the little tunnel, and I drowned. And I was like, alright, change the scenery, I want to go back there. I was just getting some really bad resists. That spot is incredible, but I am going to recommend going there after level 32. I would go there. I would say level 34 would be a good time to go there. Once you can control it a little bit better. So I've come to a very nostalgic area for me. I haven't been here in years and years and years. Hey, there's a guy here. And I'm just fear kiting these giants. This used to be like one of my favorite spots on live. I would level like exclusively here. Yeah, I would always level exclusively here, no matter what the class. This was a really hot spot on my server. Not so much on this server. There's usually only a couple of people soloing in here. But back on live, this was like, you'd have 2 groups in here and a couple of soloers. Like, this was the spot. But yeah, it's fun. It's tough. This is a tough spot to solo if you're like a melee class, because these guys do hit pretty hard and they actually have a decent amount of HP. But, oh, okay, I think we might be safe there. But for fear kiting and stuff like that, it's great. They do have a little bit more HP than mobs at the same level. You've got 2 types. The Hillocks, they're the easy ones. And the Tumps, they're a little bit high level. But they're all conning blue to me. Also, I think I've summoned like the worst possible pet that you can get. He's so bad. Oh, is that another Necro? That's all 58. Because I wouldn't mind doing a duo in here, because I can kill maybe 5 or 6 before they start re-popping. But if I had that mage or someone with me, I reckon we could kill 20. Fear carding with a double pet, and I could get a good pet out, he could get his pet out. Yeah, that's a really good combo. But actually, I just wanted to give a little quick update. I think that might be for me. Words of Eventide. But I am really looking forward to level 34. I've said that a million times, but I cannot wait, man. I'm going to try to bust out the whole thing today. It's like 10 AM on a Sunday, and I got nothing to do all day, so I'm going to try to get level 34. I'm not going to hold my breath, but I think I might be able to. Because then I want to do the ranges in West Commonlands, right near the Druid Rings. And I want to go back to that Field of Bones Synthrex or Scythrex area, because it was so cool there. Like, what a great spot, but just too risky for me at the moment. Just so many resists. Like, after I recorded that first little bit, I killed maybe in a couple more rounds, and then I just got a few guys that would resist charm like 5 or 6 times in a row, and that would be my whole mana bar gone, keeping them rooted and keeping to try and charm them. So yeah, I pretty much decided that it's going to be better off a little bit higher level. And once you can get charms to stick and not resist, you can really start owning more of those spawns. Probably because I was holding like 4 to 6 spawns. But if I was level 34, especially with my Call of Bones spell, I reckon I could hold like 10, which would be much more efficient. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, guys. I'm kind of taking it easy on this Sunday morning. And I thought I'd just say g'day and show you the giant fort. If you're in this level range, actually by the time I upload this video, I'll probably be out of here. But yeah, if you're in my level range, by the time you see this, I'll probably be like level 34, level 35. If you want a group, let me know, because I actually haven't been in a duo since War 6 Woods, and I wouldn't mind a duo with like literally any class. So yeah, hit me up. Yeah, but cheers guys, thanks again for watching. I'm going to wrap up the video here, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.